Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my fine travelers of this rock we call Earth. Welcome back to another episode of Recovery is Effin' Awesome. I am your host, Robo. My day of grace is May the 7th of 2010, and I am as grateful for that today as I know how to be. Today, I would like to talk about the 5 tips for surviving holiday parties. But before we get started, I want to say thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Dubby Energy Drinks. Dubby. Right here I have the Japanese yuzu flavor. It's like lemonade on steroids. You can go check them out at dubby.gg. And at checkout, if you use promo code RFA30, you get 30% off your order. That's dubby.gg. Use RFA30 at checkout. Coupon code RFA30 for 30% off at checkout. Once again, thank you, Dubby, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. The 5 tips for surviving holiday parties. Number 1, be spiritually fit. Whatever that looks like for you. You wake up in the morning, pray, meditate, call another alcoholic, another drug addict, whatever you have to do, maybe a little journaling, but you better be spiritually fit before you go. And my suggestion is maybe you get a meeting in before you go to your holiday party. Number 1, be spiritually fit. Number 2, have a valid and legitimate reason for going. Don't go just because you think everybody else in the office is going. Don't go because you think that you're going to be left out and people will think less of you because you didn't go to a holiday party, right? But if you're spiritually fit and you have a legitimate reason for going, then go. Have a good time. Right? Because if we are sober, and especially if you're newly sober, you better have a valid reason for going. Not just because everybody else is doing it. Because just because everybody else does something doesn't mean that it is good or valid for people in recovery to do so. Number 3, take your own car. Have a way out. Right? Because if you go and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden you get that uneasy feeling, and we all know what that feels like, right? It's that little voice in your head, that little feeling in the pit of your stomach, right? At least you have an out. Make an excuse. Blame it on your significant other. Blame it on your kids. Blame it on the fact that you have other plans, or you have to get up early in the morning and do something, right? If you feel like you need to make an excuse, get the hell out of there. Just make sure you take your own car so you're not waiting for someone else to give you a ride. Number 4, most of the time you can take a +1. So my suggestion is take a sober friend. They don't have to be in recovery. Just maybe you have friends, normies out there who just don't drink. They don't feel it necessary to put mind-altering chemicals in their body to have a good time. They just want to go and have a good time. Take a sober friend. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And do not feel discouraged because you are doing that. Trust me, there will be people there who aren't drinking. Statistically, there will be people at your holiday party who number 1, well, they're not like us, but again, they just won't be drinking, which is shocking. Number 5, if at any time you are at this party and you feel uncomfortable, it is okay to leave. Just leave. Come up with an excuse or just leave. Nobody's going to think less of you. Nobody's going to give you a hard time for leaving. And if they do, you might want to find another place to work. So there are your 5 tips surviving holiday party. Once again, be spiritually fit before you go. Have a valid reason for going. Take your own car if you do go, so you have an out. Take a sober friend or someone who doesn't drink. And number 5, leave if you feel uncomfortable. Let me know in the comments section if you guys have any better tips or other tips for surviving the holidays with family, friends, or company parties, or just holiday gatherings, especially for people who are newer in sobriety, and this may be their first holiday sober. But if you're an alcoholic and drug addict like me, it doesn't matter if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, or a random Tuesday. But sobriety has to be number one, because for people like us, if sobriety is not number one, we won't have to really worry about family gatherings or holiday parties or being invited to go anywhere. Because people like us, when we're in our active addiction, if you're anything like me, nobody wanted me around. But today, a little over 15 years of sobriety, I am spiritually fit, so I can act like a normal human when I go to these things, and it's not all about me. But if you're newly sober, you want to protect that sobriety at all costs. And if that means you don't go to a holiday party, you don't go to a family gathering, you don't go to some holiday celebration, or you don't go to dinner or anything where, alcohol may be involved and you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to go. And it is okay to say no. It is okay to say no. Remember that. And be unapologetically about it, because you have to take care of you and your sobriety first. And I guarantee you the people who truly care about you will understand. They may not understand at that moment, but they will understand. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. I love you guys. And remember, recovery is effing awesome.